Good morning, dragon fruit lover. Today we're gonna talk about dragon fruit in general, and I'm gonna focus about the pollination. Which variety it's self-pollination or cross-pollination. I've been searching about dragon fruit for years, about the color and the pollination, and try to tell you with my experience all these years about how to deal with the pollen and how to do pollination for dragon fruit. Talk about variety one by one. I hope you're gonna enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. The most important things I think is the taste. Which dragon fruit tastes better? I always have a question, what's your favorite? Is there a favorite? Are you recommend any variety? There's a lot of variety, a lot of different taste. It's hard to tell, but we're gonna talk about that today, which is my favorite and top dragon fruit for me, and why. I hope you gonna enjoy the video, and if you like my videos, don't forget to like and share and subscribe. We're gonna talk about all the dragon fruit variety. Which one is self-pollination, which one is hand pollination, which one is cross-pollination. And we're gonna say the difference between self-pollination, self-fertile, and hand pollination, and cross-pollination. And what's the recommendation? There's a lot of dragon fruit there, and always people like to go to the easiest way and say, I don't wanna forget the flower at night and then I have no fruit. That's why they tell me, please, I want self-pollination and self-fertile. That sounds good, but let's talk about it. If it's hard to do cross-pollination, let's see the difference. Hand pollination, that's mean you need to do pollination by your hand. The dragon fruit, they need your help, and they want you to do hand pollination. Let's talk about pollination. Let's see this flower. This is self-pollination, because you see the stigma, how it's short. You don't need to do anything. You're gonna have fruit without your help. You don't need to go out at night and do pollination. It's already too close, and all these pollen, they already touch the stigma, and that's why it's called self-pollination. It's use their pollen, the same fruit, that's why it's make fruit by itself. Another example about the self-fertile, self-pollination. You see how the stigma is close? You don't need to do pollination. It did it by itself. And this is hand pollination. It's self-pollination, but you need your help, because look, the pollen doesn't touch the stigma. You need to take from that pollen by hand or brush and put it here. This is called self-pollination, but hand pollination. Not self-fertile, but hand pollination. It uses the same pollen from the same flower, but you need to use help. Maybe you or the bees or anything. That's the difference between the self-fertile and the self-pollination, hand pollination. Another example about the self-pollination, hand pollination. You see, it's very long. You need to take pollen from here and you put it here. And finally we have the cross-pollination. Cross-pollination, it means, look, first of all, you cannot use the same pollen from the same flower. You need to get pollen from different flower. If I use the same pollen, look how far is it? First of all, it's hard to reach from here to that, the pollen. Look, the stigma, how long is it? That's why I get pollen from different variety and pollinate it. This is Asunta 4. You see this? If anybody that's happened to them, have this mushroom came in the same bud, and what's the reason? Is that bad or good? Anybody knows about it? Most of the cross-pollination, they are hybrid. Like at the Asunta. All the Asunta, from Asunta 1 to Asunta even 7, they are hybrid cross-pollination. They are beautiful. It's good to have them. But they need pollen from different source. From one of the, it's called universal pollination, like sugar dragon or Vietnamese white or American beauty. But look how beautiful the flower. Like Asunta. So beautiful. But if you don't help, you're not gonna get fruit. They need cross hand pollination. And now, after we know what's the difference between the self-fertile, the self-pollination, and the hand pollination, and the cross-pollination, we're gonna talk about each variety one by one. Which one is hand pollination or self-pollination, and which one need pollen from different variety, cross-pollination. We're gonna start by one to say the pollination, and even if I have information about the color of the skin and the flesh and even the Brix score, I'm gonna give you all that information. And in the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you which is my favorite and why it's my favorite. Stay tuned. To make it easy, I'm gonna go with the variety by alphabet from A to Z. The variety I know about it, I'm gonna tell you about information. And if anybody need to update me with any information, you are welcome to leave me a comment, please, because this is gonna help for everybody collect information about dragon fruit. The first variety is called Alice. It's a cross-pollination. The Brix score is 16. The flesh color is white. And the second one, which is a lot of people, and it's always, you can find it everywhere, American Beauty. American Beauty is a self-fertile and self-pollination. You don't need to touch it. If you have it, you're gonna have fruit. And the Brix score, it's almost high, the sugar contact, between 18 to 19. It's red, green tips, and inside the flesh color, it's purple. And it's good, have a nice weight, almost 1 pound, could reach 1 pound. Apollo Yellow. Apollo Yellow, this is, some people they said it's a cross-pollination. Some people they said self-pollination. I'm not sure about it because everybody said no, I have it, and it is self-pollination. That's why I'm not gonna talk about that, because there's a lot of variety. People they argue about it. Is it self-pollination? Some people know it's not. That's why I'm not gonna give you any idea about that, if it's self or because with my experience, because I have a lot of different variety, I cannot judge it, because maybe the bees they bring the pollen from different variety. It's not guarantee itself. And it's a white flush. Armando is a cross-pollination, and it's red outside, red inside. It could reach up to like 11 ounce, and the Brix score around 16. Now we're gonna talk about Asuntas. We have Asunta 1. All the Asuntas is a cross pollination. This is for sure, everybody know that. But let me tell you about the Brix score. Asunta 1 is sweet, and it's green outside, white and inside. Asunta 2, it's pink outside. And if anybody have any information about Apollo Yellow, please leave that in the comment. For all the Asunta, from Asunta 1 to the last Asunta, I don't know, there's a 7 now, they said. All these cross-pollination. We have Australian Gold. It's a cross-pollination. I'm sorry, I did say Asunta, all cross-pollination. Just to confirm, all the Asunta is a cross-pollination. There is Australian Gold, Australian Red. I have no information. Baby Cerato is a cross-pollination. Benho Red, self-pollination. Benho White, self-pollination. We have Black Dragon, cross-pollination. Bloody Mary, cross-pollination. Broxensis Blue, cross-pollination. Bruni, cross-pollination. We have Capistrano Valley, self-pollination. We have Cebra, cross-pollination. Chamaloni, it's a self-pollination. Colombian Yellow, self. Condor, some people they said it's a self-pollination, some people cross-pollination. Anybody have more information, please let us know. Connie cross-pollination. Connie Meyer, cross-pollination. Cosmic Charlie, cross-pollination. Costa Rican Sunset, cross-pollination. Country Road, cross-pollination. We have Dark Star. This is, a lot of people, they say it's a self-pollination. There's still need more information. But a lot of people, they say Dark Star, it's a self-fertile, self-pollination. This is, if anybody need more information about it, please leave a comment. David Bowie, cross-pollination. We have Delight, cross-pollination. Desert King, it's a cross-pollination. It's need hand pollination too. Desert Princess, we have no information about that. If anybody have any information, Eagle Rock, I have no information about it. I'm not sure about it. That's why, if anybody know, anybody have it, and he know if it's cross or hand pollination, self pollination, leave a comment, please. Edgar, it's a cross-pollination. Edgar baby, cross-pollination. Algarello, cross-pollination. Enigma, cross-pollination. Florida red sweet, cross-pollination. Florida sunset, I don't have information about it. Frank's red, it's a cross-pollination. G1, some people they said it's a self, some people said it's a cross. If anybody have any information, please let us know. G2, cross-pollination. We have George red and George white. George white for sure it's a self-pollination. George red, I do cross-pollination for it, but some people they said it's a self. Please, if you have any information, let us know. Giant Vietnamese white, it's a self-pollination. Godzilla, I need information about Godzilla. If somebody know, if it's self, please let me know. Yeah, golden yellow, this is too. I need information to confirm which is cross or self. Please help us with the comment to tell us about it. Yeah, George red, like I said, some people they said it's a cross-pollination, but I'm not sure about it. Yes, Guatemalan pink, I don't have information. If somebody know about it, and Guatemalan red too, I don't have information about the pollination. Anybody remember any variety I missed? Please let us know with your experience. Let's share information together, because this is gonna help everybody. Broxensis blue, it's a cross-pollination. If I say anything cross or hand pollination and you think with your opinion, with your experience it's not, please leave a comment to tell us about this pollination. Costa Ricans, I need information about it. Yes, there is a components, this one too, cross-pollination, but like I said, anybody have a different opinion or different experience, leave a comment please. We have scorpion, cross-pollination. Halley's comet, cross-pollination. Hannah, self-pollination and self-fertile. We have Hawaiian gold, I have no information about that. Hawaiian orange, no information, I'm not sure about it. Oh yeah, all these Hawaiian, even the Hawaiian pink, Hawaiian purple. If anybody have information about these, please let us know. We are always update information to help everybody. Yeah, all these Hawaiian, it's I'm not sure about it. Most of the time they said this is cross-pollination, but if somebody have a different experience, let us know. We have Handron, moon touch, it's cross-pollination. There is Hacton, this is self-fertile. Haliceris components, I have no information, I'm not sure about it. Haliceris Costa Ricans, this is a cross-pollination. Haliceris Guatemalas, this is self-fertile. Haliceris components, cross-pollination. Yeah, please update us. There's too many variety. It's hard to tell. But if anybody have a variety and you want to tell us about it, his experience with this variety, it's nice to update always the information. All these Haliceris, yeah, please update us about it. Isis yellow, it's a cross-pollination. Yeah, but there is another Isis yellow, which is Apollo yellow. People, they said it's a self-fertile. Let us know which one you want, you have. Do you have the fertile, which is Apollo Yellow, or you have the cross-pollination. Jade Red, cross-pollination. Jade Red flower, I have no information about it. And there is Jade White flower, the same things. We need information, please. Yeah, always like update us with the information. Jala 1 and Jala 2, we need information if anybody know. Jamaican Red, yeah, K1 and K3. The people, they said it's self-correlation. If you have any idea, let us know. KVA, Katie Van Arm, this is cross-pollination. Chem Red, it's a self-fertile, self-pollination. Chem White, it's a self-pollination and self-fertile. Yes, please, any update, any misinformation, please, anybody have experience with the pollination, let everybody know which variety is self-pollination, which variety it's a cross-pollination. And there is like a Korean white, I don't have information. We have Laverne pink and Laverne red. This is both cross-pollination. Lake Atathlon, it's a cross-pollination. There is red, they said the Lake Atathlon white is a self-fertile. Luminate white, I have no idea about it. If anybody have information, please let us know. Lisa is a cross-pollination. There is magenta. Makasuba is a cross-pollination. Malaysian red, I have no information. Manila red, it's a cross-pollination. Maria Rosa, cross-pollination. Mexicano and Amarella Mexicano 1, Amarella Mexicano 2, this is like cross-pollination. Michelle is a cross-pollination. Moonlight, I have no information. Moroccan red is a self-pollination, hand pollination. Mr. Wu, cross-pollination. Natural Mystic, it's a cross-pollination. No, Natural Mystic actually, I'm sorry, it's a self-fertile. Yeah, it's a self-fertile. Yeah, that's why it's too many, it's hard to tell, yeah, but Natural Mystic, with my experience, I have it itself. Neon, it's self. Nicaraguan red is self-fertile. Nitzel, it's self-fertile. There is Oxon White, this is cross-pollination. Ohana Express, self-fertile. Orange Giant, what do you think about Orange Giant? Please give us information. Yes. Orahona, cross-pollination. Palora is a self-pollination. And I tried last year, I used the Palora pollen with a different variety and it's worked good. Yeah, if you use Palora pollen, they work with all different variety. Yeah, we have the Paul Thompson G2, it's a cross-pollination. Bravian Orange, this is self. And Bravian White, self. Physical Graffiti is a cross-pollination. We have the Pink Flush, I don't have information. Pink Panther, self-pollination. We have Princess of the Night, cross-pollination. Purple Haze, cross-pollination. Queen Dynasty, I don't have information. Queen of the Night, we said cross-pollination. Yeah, there's a lot of variety, and some variety have two names. If anybody know some variety have two names, please let us know. Let everybody know about that. Yes. Rainbow, I'm not sure about it. If anybody know about Rainbow, let us know. Red Crystal, the same things. Yes. All this, Red Gina is a cross-pollination. And like I said, Laverne Red, cross-pollination. Robles is a Robles red, self-fertile. We have Rosa cross-pollination. Royal red, it's a self-fertile. I have it, but don't have fruit yet. I'm not sure about it. Royal red, it's a self and self-fertile self-pollination. Rexford cross-pollination. We have Rubra. I'm not sure I have it. I don't have fruit yet. Anybody have information, please let us know. Yeah, we have S4 and S8. If anybody know about it, let us know. San Ignacio self-fertile self-pollination. We have Soul Kitchen self-pollination. Shayana is a self-pollination. Yes, there's too many variety. Saint Espinasse self-fertile. Sour Patch Kids from Richard Lee, self-fertile. There is a Sour Patch watermelon. I have no information. Anybody have information about this variety, please update. Is it self or what the color? Any information about Sour Patch watermelon? Anybody have it? Please let us know. Starburst is a cross-pollination. Sugar Dragon, everybody knows it's a self-pollination, but it's a hand pollination. Sugar Dragon need your help. Not like American Beauty. You need to do hand pollination, but it's self-fertile. We have Taiwan Pink, Taiwan Red. There's Tasty. Anybody know about Tasty? Some people say Tasty self-fertile. I'm not sure, because a lot of people, they said this Tasty have a different name too. If anybody have information about it, let us know. Thai Dragon, Thai Red, Thai White, Thai Yellow. This is, they said self-pollination. I don't have them. All these Thai, they said they are self-pollination. Thompson, self-pollination. There is the Thompson number 7, Thompson S9. Thousand Pink, it's a self-pollination. Tresha, cross-pollination. UCLA, cross-pollination. There is Valdivia Roja, cross-pollination. Yeah, there is a lot of variety. Anybody know variety? I forget about it. I don't have it in my list. Yes, it's good to know about these. About now, there is the variegated, the white, and variegated the yellow. All this, I think they are hybrid. They should be cross-pollination. Venus, cross-pollination. There's Vietnamese King, Vietnamese Red, and Vietnamese White. They are self-pollination. Yeah, all this Vietnamese. Voodoo Child, it's a self-pollination. White King Hollywood, self-pollination. White Safar, it's a self-pollination. And the Yellow Colombian, it's a self-pollination. Zamorano, it's a self-pollination. This is the variety I have. I'm trying to just to tell you about the information I know about the pollination. If anybody please have any idea about pollination and there's variety I forget to talk about, please leave a comment and tell us. If you have any variety I don't say it, I don't have it, please let's update the information about that. Yeah, now I gonna talk about my favorite. Yeah, we're gonna have break and talk about my favorite and why it's my favorite. Before I'm talking about My favorite, if anybody they want to start the dragon fruit journey, the recommendation to start with the self-fertile. And the number one is American Beauty. I think if you are new in this field and you're gonna start plant dragon fruit, always the recommendation to have American Beauty, number one, because it's a self-fertile, it's a self-pollination, it's gonna have fruit by itself, you don't need your help. Yeah, but if there is a self-fertile, that's a question I always ask myself. If there is a self-fertile, self-pollination, a dragon fruit, why I bother myself and plant something hybrid need cross-pollination? If there's something easy and there's something tastes good like American Beauty tastes good and it's good fruit. Why I need to have something neat? You want me to go in the middle of the night to do the pollination, and if I forget, I'm not gonna have fruit? This is really, it's a good question. First of all, the idea is, it's a hobby, it's a fun to go out and enjoy the flower. And second, the dragon fruit have different taste. Every variety have different taste. That's why if you wanna enjoy more variety, more taste, you should have a different variety. And if you have more than one variety, it's really easy. It's not that hard to do the cross-pollination. If you have just one flower, you take the pollen from it, and then you use a little bit, you keep it in the fridge and stay for a fridge, with my experience, up to 2 months. Not the freezer, even the fridge. And every day, if you have flower open, every night, you go to the fridge and bring your pollen and do it. It's not that hard, really, it's not that hard. And sometimes even the flowers still open in the morning. Yeah, there's a lot of bees, they're gonna come in the morning before it's closed, and they're gonna do their business, they're gonna help you with pollination. And you're gonna get fruit, which is, and for me, the most important things, there's some variety, it gives you a lot of fruit. With my experience, that's why I'm gonna tell you about my favorite and why they are my favorite. Yeah. My favorite 5, people always, they said, Sugar Dragon, American Beauty, something. For me, my favorite 5 is Purple Haze, Physical Graffiti, American Beauty for sure. And Sugar Dragon is very small fruit. It gives you a lot of fruit, but it is small. Yeah, and it's sweet. But sometimes you need a good size fruit. But you should have Sugar Dragon, because really, with my experience, the best pollen you can use is Sugar Dragon. Yeah, it's very, 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 very nice. Yeah, that's why if you have a Physical Graffiti and Purple Haze, I know they give you a lot of fruit. This is a giant Vietnamese white. Yeah. And Connie, the one, it gives a lot of fruit. It's not that big, the fruit, and it tastes very nice with a hint of coconut. Yeah, and the beauty of the flower, if you see the Asunta, they are beautiful. Now there's the red flower. They are amazing, beautiful. That's why. And sometimes it's nice to have a different variety. It depends how space you have. I hope I have more space. If I have more space, I'm gonna have more. I'm using every small, tiny area in my backyard, from the yard, to put a new variety. There's too many. I put like every 4 different variety in one pot. That's why. Yeah, it's a nice hobby. I like it. I get addicted to it. Like, this is like black Africana, black dragon. Now you see sugar dragon, the same things. Yeah, you see how the black dragon have the four sides. Some of the dragon fruit have four sides. Connie, you see the buds. Yeah, it's a hobby. It's something you enjoy it. And I noticed something. You're not gonna find this is the kind of a fruit in the market. That's why. If you don't plant it, you're not gonna eat it. And when you have your family or your friend come and visit or try the fruit, you're gonna see the difference, because you're gonna have something special. I still have the ant problem, especially in the sugar dragon. Does anybody know why some branches is just two sides? You see this? What's your recommendation? Remove that or keep it? Yeah, I have it and I have fruit on it. Just two sides. Yeah. Costa Rican sunset. Some branches, they are thick. Some they are not that thick. Purple haze. I love purple haze. One of my favorite. And guys, did you remove this after 3 days, 4 days, or you keep it? For me, I remove it because I noticed there's a lot of ants. Yeah, and bugs stay there. Yeah, it's better to remove that. And the shape of the fruit is gonna look way better and more beautiful. Sugar dragon. This is self-fertile, but it needs hand pollination. It's important to have it in your yard if you have a dragon fruit. And now I'm gonna tell you like 5 variety, my favorite. And this is one of the best American Beauty. If you are thinking about start dragon fruit, you should start with American Beauty. It's not because it's a self-pollination. This is a good reason, but because it tastes good and it gives you fruit. The second one, this is a hybrid Helicomment. Helicomment, when you have mature plant, it gives you a lot of fruit, and the taste is amazing. Yes, the Helicomment one. I hope you can read this information. Yeah, and the third one I have, my favorite, the Connie. Connie, it gives a lot of fruit. It's good to have like one sugar dragon and American Beauty and some hybrid cross-pollination, because they give a lot of fruit. And the taste, amazing, Connie, like you eating coconut. And this is one more of the Asunta, which is X. This is 2. I love this. This is my favorite taste. And this is 2. I love this, Dark Star. Dark Star. One more, which is, I think this should be number 1. Cheyenne, it's a self-pollination. It's a aggressive grower. It grows fast and give you fruit, and the taste of the fruit, very delicious. This one recommended, Cheyenne. And physical graffiti too. This is nice. Physical graffiti. I love physical graffiti. Voodoo Child. What do you think about Voodoo Child? This is Sugar Dragon sistering. It's like the same. Yeah, today we talk about pollination and dragon fruit, my favorite fruit, and I hope you enjoy the videos, guys. If you need any question, any subject which you want me to talk about it in dragon fruit, just leave me a comment. And I hope everybody have a wonderful day. Enjoy your dragon fruit journey. Thank you.